J jewelry line. I mentioned that I was the host that launched this line when it first debuted over 11 years ago. It was very closely tied to the John Hardy designer line that perhaps you've seen in sort of high-end luxury department stores. Well, that same level of quality is what dictates the types of pieces that we bring to you in J. And what I want you to know is that J became such a standalone collection of jewelry for you, our QVC customers, that it now simply is just J. In Thai, it means love, and you will feel that sort of love from our artists, our designers, our team, and every piece. It's thoughtful craftsmanship, and everything has special meanings as to why we use textures or how they were influenced and where we found them. So let's start with some lever-back earrings, always a favorite. A heart motif, always a favorite. Ties in beautifully to the branding of J. By the way, this is the box that all of your pieces will come in. Might be smaller if it's earrings or rings, but this is what the product box looks like. And just know that it's a wonderful presentation when you open it up and you give it as a gift. So with these particular lever-back earrings, first of all, they're on 4 payments of Easy Pay. They're at a clearance price, which is fantastic. These were regularly $144. Now they're $89.99. Again, with everything on this special Q2 QVC outlet celebration, everything is clearance priced, and when it's gone, it's gone. We've taken 2 intertwined hearts here, and each of those hearts feature one of our signature J textures. So the sort of high polished shiny texture that you're going to see on the smaller heart is our hammered texture. We were taken by the way sunlight and moonlight dance off of rippling waters at the beach and the ocean, on a lake, so we wanted to capture that in a finish for you. The second heart, the larger heart, that features our basket weave texture. That's a texture that we were inspired to create after our travels to Africa, and we were watching the women weave baskets with grass stalks along the riverbanks, usually for the fishermen who were coming back with their day's catch. We just love the weave look and the story behind that handcrafted process. Let me show you real quickly too. If you look on the front of the lever back, we didn't leave that just plain silver. We could have done that very easily. No, we added another layer of texture, which again is that basket weave texture. You'll also notice that on this particular texture, do you see that there's a little bit of oxidation? That's what sort of brings out the highs and the lows of the pattern. So that's all applied by hand. So hand oxidized and then beautifully hand polished. A quick little tour of the earring so you can see what it looks like from the side profile. These measure 1 5/8 of an inch long, and they're about 1/2 of an inch wide. We love a lever back, especially for a dangle earring, because you don't ever have to worry about that earring getting twisted around the wrong way. It always hangs face forward. But when you look at the craftsmanship on our charms on this particular earring, you can see that front or back, they are finished beautifully. And I think that's one of the hallmarks of what beautiful designer, elevated luxury pieces of jewelry are all about. We make sure that however it's seen on you, however you tend to see it when you pick it up and try it on or hold it in your hand, you're going to love the way it feels. Let me just grab one of these and I'll slip it on so you can kind of get an idea of how it's going to hang on your ear. Oh, and there you can see it on a day too. Nice picture there of her, so you can get an idea of the length of it. It's not too dangly. I think because you have hearts that are open, it makes it feel lighter and airy. And there's just something about those 2 hearts. Like, who does that symbolize in your life? Is that you and your spouse or partner? Is that you and your children? Is that you and your best friend? Is it you and your sister? Like, who is it? Whose heart are you closely intertwined with? And does that inspire something as you're wearing it and thinking about it? So, beautiful sterling silver. If you didn't know, sterling silver is the most reflective of all of the precious metals. So you get beautiful light play when light hits the silver and sort of shines back at you. But again, you get all of these textures with J that are so important. This brand we started to take these trips around the world. We would base our pieces on the things that we would see. It was like we could take you on these travels through our jewelry. And so you're going to see that over the course of this hour when we talk about that big, huge cuff coming up later on in the show. Again, huge piece, big and bold. This also inspired by our trip to Africa. You're going to see some of our pieces that have our crane texture to it, like the earrings that I was wearing earlier. Those are influenced by our trip to Japan. So we love to find inspiration around the world and then interpret the stories and the symbolism and put that into the pieces for you. Here, how do you interpret a heart? I mean, I think every jewelry line creator, designer out there has their version of the heart. So how did we do it at J? Again, we were able to lean into these beautiful textures, whether it is that basket weave, the hammered, we put it on a lever back so it's really comfortable for you to wear. And then remember, this is a clearance sale price. We started with only about 400 or so of these to go around. When they're gone, they're gone. It's $89.99 when it was normally $144. So it's a great opportunity to try J jewelry. You may also have some other J pieces using these hearts. We have an anklet out there. We have some bracelets that are out there. We have a necklace with the double heart. So if you're wanting to add to that suite of J jewelry, be sure to pick these up while you can. Again, a lever back so it's comfortable and a great opportunity with easy pay too.